Dear friends, good morning. After a long time, we are making video, a series on Rahu Mahadasha and Antardashas. So let us start with Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha. So as I explained in my previous videos about Mahadashas, so it is important to understand at what point of time this particular Mahadasha is active. So it gives a 50% clue what the person is going to achieve during this Mahadasha. So usually Rahu Mahadasha is very good, is very auspicious when a person gets this timing of Dasha when he is very young. So he is very young in the sense, very young to middle age. So at least from 20 years to 45 years is said to be very auspicious for Rahu Mahadasha. Because this dasha basically is a kind of a risk-taking dasha for anyone. So Rahu, as everybody knows that Rahu is a foreign planet. So Rahu is known for breaking rules, systems. Rahu is outthinking. Rahu is desirous. Rahu is cunning. Rahu is lust. Rahu is obsession. So for any person to see peak of material development in life, it is essential that the person has to run Rahu Mahadasha at proper age. As I mentioned, like 20 to 40 years. So this dasha can be leveraged to basically gain for material gains. So Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha. So Rahu Mahadasha commences after completion of Kuja Mahadasha. So Mars is for, everybody knows that Mars is for energy, courage, initiation, fights, sportive personality. And Mars is also a risk taker. So the succeeding dasha is Rahu Mahadasha. So Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha is a kind of very unstable, unknown, unmanageable energy for any individual, especially when this Rahu is in Kendra. So we need to consider Navatara Dashas. Navatara Dashas means if a person is born in, suppose, Sun Nakshatra, Kritika, Uttarashada, Uttara Falguni. So for that particular person, this Rahu Mahadasha is fourth Dasha, which is Kshematara Dasha as per Navatara Dasha. So for people born in Sun Nakshatra, Rahu Dasha is very auspicious, is a Kshematara Dasha. So this is the time for them to establish themselves and see promising material development and gains. So for sunborn nakshatra people, Rahu Mahadasha comes in an early stage, like around 20 years, and it spans up to 35 to 40 years. So this is the time a person possesses potential risk appetite. He can take risks. He can outthink, make new decisions, go out of way to achieve something. So in any Mahadasha, so like I explained in my previous videos also, the starting of Mahadasha is a bit painful. It won't give desired results. So it's like, the Mahadasha Lord, we consider him as a king, and Antardasha Lord is as a minister. So Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha. Both king and minister both are same, which is Rahu. And Rahu is a shadow planet. Unless he is associated, unless he absorbs the energy of other planets with whom Rahu is associated, aspected, conjuncted, Rahu, being a shadow planet, he can't just give results by himself. So it means when Rahu gives results, so he could be giving results of either Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury, depending on the house placement of Rahu, nakshatra placement of Rahu, and the planets that aspect Rahu. And these results are predominantly seen when this dasha is activated, or antardasha of Rahu is activated. So let me just give an example. It's a rare situation when a king takes over a minister's role. Let's see in any country. In any country, suppose the king of that particular country, the Rashtrapati, if he plays a prime minister role, what happens? It is a rare situation, it's an emergency. Why the Rashtrapati takes over a prime minister's role? It could be some serious reasons. Either the minister could not perform well, or the minister is very new, he could not make some important decisions. Because of that, the country ended up with a disastrous situation. So the Rashtrapati fires shots in place of the Prime Minister, so which is very weird and odd. So this is something like, Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha. So during starting phase of any Mahadasha, the king and minister roles actually played by same planet. So it leads to state of confusion, uncertainty to an individual when he runs this dasha, when Mahadasha Lord is same as Antardasha Lord, especially Rahu, because Rahu is a shadow planet. He just can't act upon himself. So we need to consider Gemini, Charakarakas also. What is Rahu in a particular person's chart? Whether he is Atmakaraka, Amachyakaraka, Bhatrukaraka, Pitrukaraka, Matrukaraka, Putrakaraka, Darakaraka, Gnatikaraka. If Rahu is Amachyakaraka and he is connected to 12th house, if person runs Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha, so this person may go to foreign lands or may achieve a foreign status, immigration status. He may become citizen of that particular country, or he may get a green card during that particular dasha. Either Rashi or in Navamsha, if Rahu is connected to 12th house and Rahu Mahadasha is activated, it is likely that the person goes to overseas, pursue his career or education. If 9th house is involved, if 5th house is involved, the person may pursue overseas education. Now, depending on the conjunctions and the aspects by other planets, Rahu gives results. So when Rahu is in ascendant and Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha is running, so basically it forms a Kalsarpyo. So it is important for a person to take care of his health and his spouse's health. The marital life won't be promising because Rahu aspects 7th house and Ketu himself sits in the 7th house. Because the ascendant is personality, appearance, the person is kind of a self-centric person. He won't easily listen to others. He just carried away with his own decisions, and it is likely that he may do big mistakes and end up with failures during this starting of Rahu Mahadasha. If Rahu is connected to 2nd house, his decisions are actually, they revolve around family, money, expenditure. If Rahu is connected to 3rd house, which is good, the person becomes courageous, initiative, And with his communication skills, he could find resources, opportunities. And this is the time when the person sees development of his siblings. When Rahu is connected to 4th house, the person may be obsessed in buying a land, property, enhance it. Either buy or purchase of property through which the person makes either gain or loss. And 4th house is also mother, primary education and pleasures, vehicles. So the person develops a lot of desire, obsession in these areas. If Rahu is connected to 5th house, so 5th house is house of creativity, artistic capabilities, arts, entertainment, sports, gambling, speculation, taking initiation from Guru, obsession about children, and issues in relationships. If Rahu is connected to 6th house, then it's more of service. So Rahu does well, very well in 6th house. But this time, with this placement, the person is prone to sickness, ill health, enemies. But finally he will win. The person will rise against all the odds. Rahu is connected to 7th house when Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha is activated. So the person feels a lot of uncertainty in terms of finding a spouse if he is unmarried, and issues with the relationships and marital issues is already married, and the health of partner may not be well. And the person may marry a foreigner because Rahu is a foreign planet. And Rahu connected to 8th house when Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha runs and Rahu is strong, suppose. So this person develops a lot of obsession in mysticism, occult, tantra. Awakens Kundalini, provided there are other promising planetary positions. If Rahu is connected to 9th house, overseas travel, overseas education, something related to father will be in limelight. And Rahu is connected to 10th house, then this person becomes very dynamic, has multiple means of earnings. His career is somewhat connected to foreign clients. If Rahu is connected to 11th house, so 11th house is house of fulfillment of desires. So the person sees material gains either through speculation or through property selling, awarded with a lot of money when he works in an MNC, and the person sees development of his elder siblings during this time. And Rahu is connected to 12th house. So as I mentioned, 12th house is a foreign place, foreign MNC companies operating out of offshore. So when Rahu is in 12th house, the person may see prominent overseas career during this time. And also 12th house is a house of charity, healing, hospitals, jails, legal procedures. So the person may get into these kind of affairs. So wherever Rahu is positioned, exactly opposite to Rahu, Ketu is positioned. So Ketu tries to basically control the energy of Rahu, and that's how there is an equilibrium. So when Rahu Mahadasha runs, Rahu Antardasha activates, the person should be more focused on following a Ketu's path than Rahu's path. Because Rahu anyhow manifests material development and Ketu gives contentment, peace. So friends, this is my analysis about Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha. If you like the video, please click on like button and also subscribe to my video. Thank you very much.